trying to understand the whole how this is all working, and then it was a reference to how the shackles would look, or how being shackled or not being shackled. I'm guessing that I can't just walk around freely.
Yeah, you be guessing right, Darrell. Go f yourself for even saying that out loud. I mean, I'm assuming, of course, I would have shackles on. I mean, it almost kind of sounded like y'all said I wasn't gonna have shackles on. Is that right?
With bailiffs, I'm sure there would be some type of shackles.
Yes.
I will tell them you are not to be shackled visibly for the jury to see.
And what do you mean by visibly, Your Honor?
Trying to figure out if he gonna be able to climb in that car and try to take off. No, you can't. You're not gonna be able to run. Your legs ain't long enough, okay? And if they tackle you, your ass is grass. We done already seen a video of you getting your ass handed to you. It did not go well.
I want to talk briefly about the jury view. I did provide the parties with a proposed instruction.
I forgot about Darrell's boxes. I forgot all about his boxes.
Before I get to that, though, Mr. Brooks, I have been thinking about your request yesterday. And I know I indicated to you that I would require you to be there. I've rethought that. I've had the overnight to really think about it. And if that is your decision to not be present for that, what I would say is this. I want you to be advised that you have a right to be at that jury view. Did you hear me say that?
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much told me yesterday about, everything that was going on. I didn't agree to or consent to it being, well, I was still confused about why did there even need to be a jury view.
Yeah.
That was my whole thing. I don't see the relevancy of it. And I also didn't agree with or consent to having to be part of something that I don't see as relevant.
The car. If you don't recall, this is about the car. They're all gonna go to the place to go see the car. The wreckage that was his house. Remember, that was his home. And the jury's gonna go get to see it. And he says he don't see the relevancy of the weapon. The weapon he used in the crime. He don't see the relevancy, y'all. He's like, look, I don't see why they should have to see it. I don't see why I should have to go also. In fact, you know what? I don't see why that car still exists. With a straight face. Well, not straight. With this, whatever this is. Whatever this forehead's doing. With that face.
I appreciate you making a record of that. But did you hear what I said? That you have a right to be present for it. I've ruled that let me back up. There's been a request from the state to have the jury look at the vehicle that was recovered by the police and, of course, is alleged to be the vehicle that was driven through the parade. Did you hear me advise you of that?
Yes, I heard.
All right, so that motion was addressed previously, and I granted the request for that jury view. Did you hear me say that?
I'm informed.
All right, thank you. So with that, you have a right to be present at that jury view. Did you hear me say that?
I'm informed.
And I would like you to be there. I believe it is a piece of evidence. That's why I've drafted jury instruction 152 the way that I did. Did you hear me say that?
I'm informed.
I'm informed.
So my question to you then this morning is, do you want to be present at the jury view of the vehicle?
I don't see the reason why I would need to be present.
Well, that's my question to you, though, is do you want to be present for it? You are the accused in this case. You're the person who the state has alleged committed these acts. The jury view will be to view a piece of evidence that frankly can't come into the courtroom due to its size. And
hit the like button for mama, please. Give me 200 likes. Give me 200 likes. $250. Give me $250.
And the jury's going to be shown that. So do you want to be present at that?
For the record, I'm not a person. I'm a human being.
Oh, here we go.
And no, I do not consent to or agree to being present at a jury view.
All right, then I'm going to honor his request. But what I am going to do, though, is as part of that process in any event, because it's being done in a secure location, is I have ordered that I want to make a record of what's being done, and I want a visual record of what is being done. And so this jury view is going to take place in the Sallyport of the jail. So, and then I plan on also bringing that back to the courtroom while the sheriff's department's going to bring it back, and then we'll show it to you at that time.
I have a question though.
Go ahead.
If I have a right to be present, then I have a right to not be present. How can this take place if I don't agree or consent to being present? How can it even still take place without me?
It will take.
He's like, wait. Are you telling me that when I don't show up at a place, that place still exists? Whoa. Are you saying that I'm like not the main character? Wait, if I don't consent to this, how can it still happen, bitch? Just wait. A lot of things are going to happen without your consent. Just it's some more painful than others. You know what I'm saying?
To your custodial status and being able to secure the area for the court, for you, for the jurors, etc.
Yeah.
But it's also a controlled environment, I think, a good thing for purposes of the jury view.
I would love to live in a nice, like a
and so I am going to adopt the draft that was submitted by the state. It still is factually accurate.
Yeah, Tara.
And from my perspective, again, the importance of this instruction is to tell them what is and what is not evidence, and to instruct them and to not talk during this time. They can't discuss what they see during this time. This instruction will be read while we are still in the courtroom prior to the parties and the court going to the Sallyport for that viewing. And I've already discussed how it will be contemporaneously recorded so that it's part of the record as well.
So if I was there, where will I be at?
Damn. Darrell get molly.
My understanding, if you choose to be there, is you will be escorted like you are in court here now. The bailiffs would be with you. You'd be in your suit.
No, where will I be at?
You would. I don't know exactly. That's up to the sheriff's department as to where all the parties are going to stand.
Yes, sure.
I can give the parties that opportunity.
May I add something else, Your Honor? I agree with everything the court said. I also think Mr. Brooks should understand that it will be a fair process. He's not going to be led into the room in shackles in front of the jury. What it's my understanding from Captain Dussault, the attorneys for the state, the prosecution team will be in the room. Mr. Brooks will be in the room. We will be in our assigned location. It will be fair. It will match. There will be basically no distinction between how Mr. Brooks appears to the jury versus how we appear to the jury. We will be in there first. If the court's willing to allow him to walk around the car one time to look at it, we have no objection to that. And then the jurors will come in. No one will speak. They will do one.
Yeah, for Darrell to hop in that motherfucker, try to take off, right, stupid. He'd be like, I wonder if there's still gas in there. I'm gonna try it. We'd be like, sit your little ass down.
Lap around the car. They will leave the room, and then the parties will leave the room. That's my understanding, Your Honor.
And I will add to that, because it's been a while since I had some preliminary discussions with the sheriff's department on this, that if however many bailiffs, sheriff's deputies are with you, I want the same number with the state, right? And that's what we mean by it will look no different. So each party will be accompanied by deputies.
I have a question to that.
Okay.
What's your question, Darrell?
How come none of that knowledge of how it would be conducted was discussed with me? I didn't know anything about how the bailiffs would actually do things, how certain things would go. This is my first time hearing this,
Well, we have
so I
preliminary.
don't understand it.
We have preliminary discussions at the time of the request back in August when you still were represented by counsel. And then I had some additional preliminary discussions, if you will, internally with court staff, which included Captain Dussault and someone from the jail to talk about it and the logistics of it. And then, of course, we're having the discussion now, which is, again, why there's no jury here now. I wanted to wait until the appropriate time and then make a record of everything.
But don't you
At no
think-
time did I have conversations independently with the state.
Don't
They
you-
had filed a letter at one point because they themselves had, again, my understanding, and Attorney Opera can correct me if I'm wrong, had some discussions with, to see if it was feasible. They had some discussions with Captain Dussault. And Captain Dussault is with the Waukesha County Sheriff's Department. Of course, the Waukesha County Sheriff's Department.
Hit the like button for Mama, please. Please and thank you. Ooh.
And the sheriff is statutorily responsible for the security of the campus, security.
Hey, speaking of statutory, hey, Darrell. hey, Darrell. Hey, Dory, statutory. Hey, Darrell. Hey, Darrell. Oh,
Of the courtroom.
my bad. Sorry,
And
Darrell.
so that would be the proper person for any party to have discussions about a piece of evidence such as this. But I did not have any discussions with the state myself. That only happened in the setting of.
Thank you, Prosperity. Thank you, Honey Pot. And yes, he definitely did. So he really thought he had to give permission. The disrespect was at its all-time high. Indeed, he thought he had to give permission for them to prosecute him. He thought he had permission for them to lock him away. He said it specifically. He said, I don't consent to y'all just, putting me in prison like this. I don't consent. It's my constitutional right to tell you I'm not going in no cell. Okay? Ooh. Yeah, he got mollywop, Phoenix. He got mollywop. Ooh, wop, 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 dogs, fuck him up. Wop, 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 I'm gonna do my stuff. Ooh, why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired?
A courtroom or when a letter was received and I reviewed it.
I haven't reviewed that letter or seen it.
I'm gonna do my stuff.
Don't you think that?
It was specifically addressed at the jury status hearing, at which time he was represented by Attorney Perry and Attorney Keys.
Exactly.
It is on file, and
And he
it was
lied.
addressed by this court, many of these details, Your Honor.
It was. For sure.
All right.
Many of the same
So-
details that's being discussed right now at this moment.
All right, Mr. Brooks, do you have a request as it relates to any of that?
The need.
Trying to understand the whole how this is all working, and then it was a reference to how the shackles would look, or how being shackled or not being shackled. I'm guessing that I can't just walk around freely.
Bitch, yeah, you be guessing right, Darrell. Go fuck yourself for even saying that out loud. I mean, I'm assuming, of course, I would have shackles on. I mean, it almost kind of sounded like y'all said I wasn't going to have shackles on. Is that right? Darrell, I'd just like to pluck you in the eyeball just for thinking it. Just for thinking it. You deserve a plucking in the eyeball, right in the cornea. Bow. Bow. I don't know what part of the eye is the cornea, but it's the funniest part. Bow. Pluck you right in your cornea just for thinking what you just thought.
With bailiffs, I'm sure there would be some type of shackles.
Yes.
I will tell them you are not to be shackled visibly for the jury to see.
And what do you mean by visibly,
And-
Your Honor?
Oh, this fucker's trying to figure out if he gonna be able to climb in that car and try to take off. Hey, stupid ass. hey, stupid ass. No, you can't. You're not gonna be able to run. Your legs ain't long enough, okay? And if they tackle you, your ass is grass. We done already seen a video of you getting your ass handed to you. It did not go well. It was terrible. I almost felt sorry for you. Almost. Just kidding. Not even close. Okay? You deserve that ass whooping. That man, whoever he is out there, I want him to know that he is loved and appreciated. There's a man out there who put the paws all over Darrell. Just mollywop the shit out of Darrell. You're a wonderful man, whoever you are.
So obviously when you sit in court, you're shackled to a table. They can't see that.
There you go.
I'm not going to have you in belly chains or in leg shackles. You're just going to be escorted. And it will be up to them how they determine
how they tase the shit out of
Well,
him.
he may be in leg shackles, Your Honor, if there's a table or some way that they can keep that out of the view of the jury. Just like he is in court. He's shackled in court. He has been for 3 weeks.
Actually, these are
The security has to be left at the discretion of the sheriff's department.
actually these are leg shock devices, not shackles.
Sir, the security.
Yeah, it don't matter. Are they keeping your feet together? That's what that's a shackle. Are your feet stuck together? Are they? Are they stuck together? No. No, I think he's shackled to the table. So he's got like either one or both. Jesus. He's got either both of his legs are stuck together. Right? Or one of them is just shackled to the table leg. Oh, Darrell. Oh,
Security
Darrell.
is up to the sheriff's
Molly
department.
and
I should be
Sally
careful
Watt.
not to overstep my bounds on that. And, whatever is done, it should not be viewable or visible to the jury.
And why is that, Your Honor? I don't understand that part. Why is the jury not privileged to see
That is to your benefit.
shackle?
I'm not going to explain that any further.
I don't understand. I'm just seeking to understand. I don't know.
All right, I need to move on. So unless there's a specific request other than a statement that you're making about your lack of understanding, I need to move on with the other topics.
There is
I
a
need
specific
to cover.
request. Why do I have to have ankle shocks on my ankles?
That's a question for understanding. That's a question for understanding. That she just said no more of those. That's what she said. It's what she said. Okay.
To appear at this jury view thing.
I guess I'm not aware of what you're talking about. So were you advised by the sheriff's department that would be the case?
Well, the DA just said that I would have the ankle shocks on.
No, shackles, she said.
No, these are not shackles. They're a shock device.
Judge, I think perhaps we can move on. I think maybe because this is going to have to occur on a break, the bailiffs can take him down there if Captain Dussault is willing, show him what it's going to be like, show him how he's going to get there, and he can decide at that point if he wants to be there or not when the jury comes in the room. We're spending a lot of time talking about security and things that are frankly beyond your knowledge and my knowledge.
I object to that. I'm simply trying to understand why do I need ankle shocks.
I'm going to leave the security. I'm not going to make any specific orders. I'm going to backtrack a little bit. I will leave the security of the jury view to the Waukesha County Sheriff's Department. That is their responsibility. And I trust that they will do what needs to be done to maintain the security, no different than what they do here. And in their discretion will determine how best that takes place. And if I need to address anything after that or at that point in time, then it should be brought to my attention. But we are going to move on this morning.
So I should discuss that with the sheriff?
Yes. So I know, Mr. Brooks, you filed with the court 2 documents. I'm going to take them under advisement.
No, it's
I'm not
one
going
document.
to.
It's one.
Are you
It was two papers, but it's one document.
Oh, all right, thank you for that clarification. It's one filing, two papers, just front side, entitled Alleged Defendant Jurisdictional Challenge and Mandatory Judicial Notice by Affidavit. It references the case caption, the case number. I will simply take it under advisement, and I'll review it later, and if I believe it needs to further be addressed, I will do that. But it's my understanding, sir, that you are requesting the original back. Is that true?
Yes.
So normally, just so you know, when documents are filed with the court, we maintain the original until it's scanned in and it's audited, and then because under the statute, once it's e-filed or into the electronic filing system and the electronic case, I believe we just destroy the documents at that point. So I don't have an issue giving you back the original, but it needs to run the normal course. My clerk needs to scan it in. I've advised you of this previously, but in the courtroom, we don't have the time stamp. We just have the date stamp. I will state for the record that you provided this. It was right away at the beginning of the morning, so at 8:30 a.m. is when it was filed with the court, so that will be on the record. And then at some point today, when we're on a break, my clerk can scan it in and then provide the original back to you, and then I'll have the electronic copy to review and address as I deem appropriate. Here you go, Madam Clerk.
I want to say to that too, in reference to that, I actually said on record numerous times that I wanted the original copies of all my filings. I've actually said that 3 times on the record. This would be the 4th time. Every filing that
I'm going to give it back to you, sir, but I'm not required to by law.
Well, I'm just saying on record that I've asked for that numerous times.
Your statement's noted for the record. All right.
So would I be able to get all the original copies of all my files?
Look at this motherfucker. He's like, he really does think that he can hold the court up for 1,000 years. He's gonna be in there for 1,000 years, so he can call time served when the trial's over. I know you gave me 1,000-year sentence, but we've already been in this courtroom for 1,000 years. So, and I finished my time already. So, call time served. You got to let me go. You know what I'm saying? That was the plan.
Filings?
I'm not going to address that any further, sir, because I am not the official keeper of the record. As to what was filed this morning, as a courtesy, we will provide you back with the original once it's scanned and it's in my electronic file.
I was told that you make the decision if I can get the original copy.
And I just made a determination you could have the original back of this.
Can I have the originals for all my files?
I'm not going to address that right now, sir. I don't have time, frankly, to look through everything that you filed to determine whether we've given you originals or not. In the future,
I have the copies. I don't have the originals.
All right, I'm going to move on.
I have
sir.
them here.
This is taking up valuable time with the jury. We need to keep going.
How funny is it to know that the purpose of him doing all of that is just to take up time? The whole thing was just to take up time. The mission was to take up time. That's the whole thing. Nothing more, nothing less, just to take up time. Like she would, like if she stayed in there long enough, answered enough questions, she would get so annoyed that she would be like, you know what, fuck it, just let him go. I honestly, I think that he thought that was actually a possibility, or at least a hope.